There is undeniably habits that successful people have. Daily habits, mindset habits and practice. I think too often today, like, we get caught up in trying to model what other people are doing to become successful. It's so easy to like get wrapped up in this because we're living in a society right now where we're posting everything about our lives, all of the things that are going well, not necessarily the things that aren't. We all know that that is probably what happens one day of the week. It does not look like that every day, but there are things that successful people are doing that are getting them to that point of success. I came up with 8 habits that I practice that has really worked for me. And the first one is working out every single day, or at least daily movement. At the gym this morning, I was at Fit Body Bootcamp, 9:15 workout. The coach was saying it's been really difficult for people to get into the gym now. Like, we're not as motivated and we haven't set new goals for ourselves since like the New Year resolution. And then they kind of trail off mid-spring going into the summer when you start going on vacations and your schedule gets all out of whack because your kids are out of school. So a lot of people, they turn on that cruise control, but it is not hard for me to work out. Like, I am self-motivated. I love to exercise because exercise makes me feel like a superwoman. And I just love the way it makes me feel. It's not necessarily like the physical aspect that I love so much about working out. It's really just the mental clarity that it gives me and the mental strength that it gives me to tackle whatever is going to come my way that day. So highly successful people take care of themselves. They make their fitness a priority. There is no question about that. Number 2 is surrounding myself with people that are moving in the same direction and who are supporting me. Like, it is not easy to find people that are doing the exact same thing as you. However, it's really easy to pinpoint all of the people in your life that do not support you, that are doing things that are not going to get them to that higher level, to that better version of themselves. So eliminate those people. Do not spend a significant amount of time with people that are not doing things that you aspire to do and who are not motivating you and making you better. Okay, number 3 is going to bed early and waking up early. And I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys, it took me a long time to get to this point. And it's truly amazing now though, because I go to bed before 10 p.m. every single night and my body automatically wakes me up between 5 and 5:30. I have trained myself to get up early. I typically love to get up before the kids get up so that I can do some uninterrupted work and I don't have anybody bothering me, anybody calling me or texting me or emailing me. That's the time that I use to like focus on content and projects that I have coming up. I use that time before no one else is awake. Number 4 is making lists and using calendars. I used to be the person that had like a paper planner and I would write everything out, and then at the end of each day, like I would write my to-do list for the next day. And now I use like a digital planner and I use the Google Calendars, and it works really, really well for me. If it's not in my calendar, I'm probably going to forget about it. I don't think that you're able to successfully end a day without planning out your next day, because I need to know what I have coming up. Do I need to get up extra early because I have to prep for this? Or when am I doing my workout? That's usually one of the main things that I think about is when am I going to program my workout in to my schedule that day? So successful people, they plan out what they have coming up. And number 5 is living within your means. And I don't just mean when it comes to money, but also your time, which leads me to my number 6 is don't commit to things that do not bring you joy and add value to your life. And I used to be so guilty of this. I used to be the yes girl, like, hey, do you want to join this networking organization to help grow your business? Yes. Would you want to join this stroller moms group? Yeah, of course, that sounds fun. And then when it came time to show up for these events, sure, would it be fun? Yeah, but I didn't really want to do it. It wasn't bringing me joy and it wasn't adding value to my life or to my business. And so you really need to think about like where you're spending your time, money, and energy and where it's getting you. How much input are you putting in and what's the output? What's the outcome from that? Because if it's a very little output and you're not getting much from it, it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. My number 7 is dominating the weekend. So many of us make the weekend our weekend when it comes to like our health and our nutrition and our sleep and just everything that we practice Monday through Friday. And then come Friday evening, it's like we just throw all of that out the window and we aren't operating at like the best version of ourselves. We're taking on a new character during the weekend. And I used to do this all the time. I used to be the queen of, I'm gonna start over on Monday, and I don't do that anymore. Like some days I have a slip up on my nutrition or on my fitness or in my mindset. Like there are days where I'm down in the dumps and I'm doubting myself and I'm speaking negative self-talk to myself and to other people, and that does not make me operate towards like being the best person, the best version of myself. And so of course we have those days, but don't just start over on Monday. Like start over as soon as you recognize that weak point and dominate your weekends. Use your weekends to fuel your passions and your hobbies and to make yourself better. And then our last tip for being super successful, my number 8 is just self-care. And I make time for self-care once a week. Sometimes it's just with myself, maybe in our infrared sauna that we have, but usually it's like getting my hair done or my nails done or a massage. Just 1 hour a week goes a long way and it gives you something to look forward to. But there you have it, you guys. Those are my 8 habits that I personally practice, and I truly think that these help set me up for success and they help me stay on track to the best version of myself in my business and in my family and just personally.